And we are back. Where's my oh, here it is.
It's 4 o'clock p.m. and you know what time it is. It's time for How You Doing Thursday. It's time for that Rohas the Next Level show. So hit that thumbs up and watch the show. And guess what? If somebody tells you to do something, you say, "Get out of here! I'm looking at the Rohas the Next Level show. How you doing?"
How you doing? How you doing? What's up, guys? A couple people coming in here. As you see, Next Level cleaning his shiznits. We are early, super early than normal. Yeah, we got a lot of things going on, so apologize for last week. We couldn't be live. I was out in Florida and Alabama. Alabama. Dude, I gotta say, the accent out there is insane. It's super different.
Yeah.
Super different.
And contrary to popular belief, there's different Canadian accents depending on where you go in Canada too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super different. So I was in guy on the couch. What's up, dude? He's asking where we're in Florida. I was in Pensacola. And then I stayed out in Orange Beach, Alabama, and then I went to Gulf Shores. So I was kind of like in the middle. It was like a 40-minute drive to Pensacola, and then it was like maybe like a 10-15-minute drive to Gulf Shores, and then about 30-40 minutes away from Mobile. So it was cool. It was cool. I want to go back. I don't know if you guys can tell. I was asking next time. I'm like, dude, do I look darker?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a tan.
Yeah, I got a bit of a tan.
You live in California, though.
The thing, I'm always in here in this dungeon.
Yeah, I know. Story of my life too.
I'm always working. Nah, dude, I was like, you know what? Like, so the beaches out there are like white, and they're like sugar, dude. Like really white, really thin. You just sink in. And I was like, I got to work on my tan. So I took off my shirt. I was like, screw it. So I literally walked for like 3 miles up and down the beach. And then I laid down, got in. It was cold, but not as cold as California. But yeah. So I'm back. I'm browner than ever.
Yeah, I've been busy with a couple different things, growing my farm, as well as some personal stuff. And you know, I've had a couple people ask me what's going on with my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to put it out there right now and say I'm not banned on YouTube anymore. I can make videos, but I'm choosing not to. Rojas, I have 2 strikes. Why would I choose not to make videos right now?
Because the second you put something new on your channel, they're gonna look at something old and possibly give you a 3rd strike.
And do you usually have an opportunity to, you know, debut? Don't even think that's a word, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Once you get that 3rd strike, you're pretty much done.
So, you know, as someone who's been fighting with YouTube for a very long time, what's the right course of action at this moment? If you got 2 strikes, what's the right course of action at this moment?
Do nothing.
Do nothing until one of the strikes fall off.
Yep.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm chilling. I deleted like majority of the videos on my channel, and I am not making any content until some of those strikes fall off. And when those strikes do fall off, don't expect Fire Stick videos anymore. I used to make like videos that I thought were safe, but we've seen time and time again videos and channels that we thought were safe be taken away. I've seen craft channels get strikes for putting deceiving tags, which didn't make any sense. Like, none of this makes any sense. You can't fight Skynet. You might as well just play it safe.
Yeah, it's stupid. And I know there's a lot of people pissed and fighting about it, and it's just like, dude, come on, man. Like, YouTube just needs to get their shit together, because it's gonna be either one of 2 things. Either they fix their shit, or everyone's just gonna bounce. And we're waiting. And I can tell you this: a lot of people are waiting for like a true competitor to Facebook, because the second that competitor actually like I keep saying, like freaking Amazon Prime needs to do some kind of
They have Twitch.
videos for content creation. No, not Twitch. I don't. Twitch is 100% gaming. They need something like this, like where they could have educationals, they could have podcasts, they could have how tos, they could do reviews, they could do everything on there. And Twitch isn't the right platform for it. I think they need something that's like, this is YouTube's competitor. Twitch is, Twitch is not YouTube's competitor. Twitch is just for gamers,
I've been using Odyssey a lot more, and they finally have mobile phone apps for their streaming platform. The only thing that they're lacking, to be honest with you, is content.
Mhm.
So more and more content creators are finding out about it, but it takes some really big content creators to really switch over for a platform to flourish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's not me.
True. It's true. So I want to give a couple big shout outs. What's up, Jeremiah? He's like, shit, I'm on my wrong account. What's up, dude? Mr. Meet and Greets. What's up, dude? How you doing? Guy on the couch. How you doing? Mike C. Santos. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing, Jeremy? I almost said Jeremiah. Chicken Sharon, what's up? How are you? What's up, Rojas and Nexo? What's up, Red Lantern? What's up, Dino? That's a gimme.
Well, he's just started his own YouTube channel as well, and that's the name of his YouTube channel.
Nice. What up, Blades? Now I'm on the right account. Oh man. Let's see. Dispute. What were you saying?
I don't know, but he's right. It was dispute. That was the word I was probably looking for. Debut. I said debut. It was dispute. Yeah, it's close enough. Turn the P upside down.
Rebuttal and dispute. Like you're trying to combine two words.
I just turned the P the wrong way. That's it.
Yeah. Oh man. I think we said hi to everybody. What's up, Craig? What's up, Craig? How are you doing? Skynet, I see what you did there. Yeah, if you guys are here out there listening, watching, say hello. Say hello in the chat. We are here. Yeah, so I don't know. YouTube's got to get their shit together. They piss me off. And as we're talking about this, they already gave us a limited, like how are you going to limit our video on a live show that we haven't even talked about anything yet?
It's because of me. It's because I'm here. But like,
it's just like, hey, you know what? Let's just give them the yellow icon instantly.
Stupid shit.
Hey, Preppy Mama.
Hey.
Preppy Mama is here.
Hey,
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Before we begin the live show, make sure you guys do check the description below. We got a good VPN service. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself, as usual.
And there's BuzzTVGlobal.com. Buzz TV. Some of the community members have found leaked information about the Android boxes that we've been talking about, so they've been sharing it around the community. I mean, if it's being shared out now, I guess we can kind of talk about it, but you're going to have to wait for our reviews and our videos. That's all I'm going to have to say, but they look pretty dope. They're definitely a different design. Buzz TV is always trying to go, a little bit different than the standard Android box, so make sure you check out BuzzTVGlobal.com.
Buzz TV Explosions. There we go. Thank you, Sugar Sharon. Make sure you guys hit that bell. Oh, likes are free, guys. You guys know that?
No, I didn't know.
Likes are free. Smash that like button. Snitches get stitches.
Who's snitching?
Oh, because they're leaking all that info.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on Buzz TV. You know what's funny? I actually got so I did a couple videos last year, and I wasn't checking my messages, my comments that much, and I wasn't replying. Like every now and then I'll check on them. I'm just like, whatever. I wasn't replying. And there's dude, that video on dump your Fire Stick. This is better. And I talked about that 128 bit stick, the VidStick Plus.
Yeah,
I had some people that were kind of like. It was like 50-50. They're like hardcore, like, dude, this is awesome. This thing is great. This thing is badass. And then the other half was saying, like, this is trash. This is garbage. Netflix don't work, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, holy crap. Dude, some people went like pretty ham on that thing. But I'm just like, damn, I'm like, and it's funny because every single person, well, not everybody. There's a couple people that said like, "Oh, you said this doesn't play Netflix in 4K. That already shut me down." Or you said this doesn't have official Android TV. So that, that turned me off. So a couple people were respectful about it. And some people were just like, "Does this play Netflix? Does this play?" Like, it's just like, did you watch the whole video?
Nobody watches whole videos. Come on now,
dude. Like, you got to watch the whole video. And I would just tell them like, "Hey, just watch the whole video." It's like all the info's there. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. DG says, "I was checking other options to YouTube last night. Odyssey, Rumble had little content and was rough to negative." Yeah, a lot of people have been mentioning Rumble for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And like, it's been a couple years. Rumble is not like new. They've been out for a couple years, and the growth isn't as good as I would have liked to seen it in the last couple years, and that's why I'm not jumping to Rumble. Odyssey, we'll see. Like I keep saying, we need, like, Amazon already has that platform. They just need to do something for content creators, and I can guarantee you, if Amazon does that, Amazon Prime will freaking explode even more. Like, everybody's got Amazon Prime. It's like, come on, So Dino's asking, and I know it's our image for the show. Thoughts on Elon buying Twitter outright? He posted a tweet. He posted a tweet on, well, obviously on Twitter, but he was talking about if there is real censorship, like actual censorship, or if you have freedom of speech on Twitter. And he said, I think he mentioned something about, if I were to buy one, which one would it be? And I think what he was talking about was like opening it up so that way we can have freedom of speech and away from being blocked if you throw your political views on stuff.
But he's also one of the largest influencers on the Twitter platform. Mm-hmm. And it's how he communicates with a lot of his people. So there's like two different folds, right? So he could buy it to protect himself and the platform that he currently dominates on. Or he could buy it because it's making $1 billion a year.
So what do you think about him buying it outright, like all the way?
Well, it was really interesting the way that it all went down because, it was a few weeks ago, he actually purchased just under 9% of the company for just under $3 billion, right? And then there was talks of him being presented with a board seat, right? I think everyone knew that he was going to decline the board seat because Elon's got Tesla, he's got SpaceX, he's got the Boring Company, he's got, I think, one or two other projects that he's working on under his belt. You can't just sit this man on a board. Like, he's not going to come to meetings and he's not going to do bullshit like that. Like, he's going to decline that shit. That was to me that was a gimme. He was going to decline that shit. So I think either he declined it or they got together when they're like, we don't like how he's fighting so much for free speech, or he saw that the way that the path that it was going was not for free speech and didn't want to sit on that board and argue with everybody. And then backed out and was like, you know what? I either buy your platform or I leave. Because he actually stated if his deal gets declined, he's pulling out his investment. That $3 billion that he dropped a few weeks ago, out. That'll tank the platform.
Mm-hmm. So where is it at now?
It was just submitted this morning. So he submitted to the SEC a proposed deal to buy Twitter at a price of $54.20. That $4.20 in the price, which was higher than the current evaluation. I think it was around $47 when he placed this. And according to that price point and the amount of shares that it would take, that took him up to $54 billion. Like, that's an insane amount of money, even for a company that makes, $1 billion a year. Usually an evaluation is somewhere between 4 to 10x, right? So if you 4 to 10x a company that's making, well, it depends on how much you make over a period of years, but for him to get back $54 billion of a company that's currently making 1 billion, he's going to have to change up some things to make some more money from it. And I think he would. I think there would be a lot more implementation when it comes to Twitter Blue. And I think there would be a lot more implementations when it comes to crypto. And I think there would be a lot more money in it if his hands was in it. But I don't know. I'm really curious to see what happens. I'm really curious. He's bullying them at this point. He really is. It's a hostile takeover. He's like, I ain't going to sit at your board because I don't respect your board. I'm going to buy all the shares and be my own damn board. Right? Because if he has all the shares, he doesn't need anyone else's input.
He did a video, and again, I don't know. I don't remember if this. I think I saw it on YouTube actually, and I believe this was like an interview. They interviewed him, and he was talking about how, and he did this before they offered him that board thing. I think this is like an older video, and it was something in the lines of having a board is BS. Having a CFO, a COO, a CEO, that's all blowing up somebody's ego. He says all those positions are stupid. He's like, basically what you should have is the owner, the guy who's in charge, and that's it. Anybody else who wants to work here and get stuff done, that's it. He's like, all these people that come together that are just like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. He's like, because then you lose what you wanted to do with whatever it was originally.
Oh, your original vision, right? It changes.
Right. And then within a long run, you could possibly lose the whole company, And so he was saying like certain things like those checks and balances, he says it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. I think he said something in the lines. He's just like, I'm not the CEO of Tesla. I'm not the CEO of like this. He's like, I'm just an investor. I just put money into things, make things happen. And if you want to call me, whatever, he's like, you know what? He's like, you can call me the zombie president. It doesn't matter. It's just a title. It's just a stupid title. I have a feeling though. And I know he's kind of already been at a battle a little bit with Tesla when something doesn't go right. But going on social media, I think he's going to be in a very, very, very rude awakening if he does take over. Because even though he might think like, oh, freedom of speech, I don't think it's going to work like that. I think because it is a U.S. based, I don't know what you call it, company or whatever. I think there's going to be some rules and regulations that he's going to have to follow if he likes it or not. And if not, he might be like freaking, well, Zuckerberg's a little, he's a little asshole on some of the stuff that he's done. But I think if Elon Musk comes in and says, hey, let's open this up for anybody to post whatever the hell they want, he's gonna figure out pretty quick, like, okay, maybe I don't condone violence. Maybe I need to put something about violence. So maybe I don't condone about selling drugs. Maybe I don't condone, you know what I mean? Now all of the stuff that people are like, "Ooh, wait, freedom of everything? Cool." He's gonna figure that out pretty quick.
Yeah, there's never freedom of everything. And a lot of times companies realize pretty quickly that you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And a lot of these companies work with marketing companies and advertisements. And if they want to make the revenue off of them, they have to abide by the rules of the companies that pay for the advertisements.
Mhm.
So, if a company's paying him $1 million a year to run an ad, and they say we do not want our ad run on majority of the videos on your platform because they're promoting things that are not morally aligned with our companies and our advertisements, then you kind of sit there and wonder. However, maybe his workaround is you can have freedom if you pay for your own group and you can do whatever the hell you want in your own group. But there's still got to be some kind of moderation. There still has to be some kind of moderation. I know the world loves free speech, but let's be real. We've seen some pretty stupid shit on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stupid shit.
It goes back to like okay, if anybody out there's listening, I'm gonna go a little bit political, but while you guys are leaving us your comments or whatever you guys are voting for, it's just a friendly conversation. Don't get pissed off if whoever won or lost or whatever, because it is what it is. No name calling, no nothing. I'm going to throw that out there right now. So, as we know, President Trump lost and Biden won. And Trump took to Twitter and said a couple things, and then he gets banned. I don't think Trump said anything that should have gotten banned. He said a couple things that, Trump is Trump. Some of the stuff that he says is just like, Jesus, dude, like, come on, If you like the guy or not, my question is, do you think he should have been banned for some of the stuff that he said? And I'm not talking about conspiracy theories. I know there's a lot of people out there that love to talk about conspiracy theories, but what do you guys think? Would you guys would have banned him based on what he said? Same thing with Biden. Would you have banned Biden with some of the stuff that he said or not said? I don't know. It kind of. Craig says yes. He's like, yes, I would have banned him. Nope. Heard worse from worse. There you go. Yep. Nope. Yep. What about you, Next Level? Would you have banned him for some of the stuff that he said?
My personal opinion is that nothing he said was of any relevance to anything, so I didn't really care what the hell he said. To me, he's an entertainer. He's from TV. He did things just to get riled up and get reactions. And I don't know, you can call him a president. To me, he was an influencer. He influenced people to have reactions, positive or bad, doesn't matter. He influenced emotional reactions from people. And you can ask anybody if they've heard of Trump, they have an emotion associated with that man.
Yeah, good or bad.
It does. Some kind of, you have it. It's associated. So I don't know. I kind of feel like in order to, one, he was a POTUS, right? So in order to ban him, I feel like actual charges needed to be applied.
The thing is, okay, so if we're going to go into the charges stuff, the thing is, they never banned him because he was the president at that time.
Right.
Because he could literally just say, cool, you want to ban me? Guess what? Shutting down Twitter. I'm banning your platform completely. You're done. And he's got the power to do it. As soon as he got out of office, then it's like, guess what? Now they're banning you. It turned around. I do agree. He was an influencer, if you like it or not. He worked to get some kind of reactions. There's people out there. Trump went to Rumble.
No, he has his own Truth Social.
Yeah. And see, the thing is that they can't, if they go and try, if they go to a trial for Trump, the problem with that is they're going to have to dig, like, they're going to have to dig deep to find out whatever, like, everything, people, like, pretty much anybody can sue anybody here in the great land of milk and honey. They, they could sue you for anything. Literally, it's stupid. And a lot of the times when you go to court, they just throw it out. It's like, okay, cool. You want to be dumb? Guess what? You're out. But if this actually went to court, like legit, hey, you know what? This is going to court because of XYZ. Guess what? Biden don't want none of that because the whole thing about his son. Hillary don't want none of that because of all the stuff in Benghazi. Obama don't want none of that. Clinton don't want none of that. Bush's, both of them don't want none of that. Nobody wants none of that. And there is like, there's almost like some sort of like immunity when you are president. And even afterwards, there's some things that you have still some sort of protection even afterwards. You're going to have Secret Service for the rest of your life. Like all the presidents do. All the presidents have Secret Service with them until they pass. That's just how it is. Anytime you see any of the presidents roll in, the former presidents roll in, you always see Secret Service running around. So yeah, they don't want none of that to happen. And then some of the stuff that's on Twitter. So a couple months ago, I was working with the company and I was working with their social media stuff, and I was handling with their things. And I never realized this thing, but you're going through their settings, you're trying to put some automated stuff, and you're trying to like get people to follow you and retweet and all that stuff. And one of the things that I noticed was a setting to hide like adult content or sensitive material. And I'm just like, what? Well, I'm like, what is this? I was diving into the settings and to see what it is that you can get or not get. And I'm like, that's interesting. I'm like, okay. And you know me, I barely joined Twitter last year, and every now and then I would get some kind of weird advertisement or some kind of weird tweet that says, follow me. And they show their half naked body or whatever. And it's just like, what the hell is this? I'm like, and you know how you hit the three little dots and say, hide this stuff from me,
A favorite.
Yeah, favorite. No, favorite. I'm just like, no. I'm like, don't show me this crap. I'm like, why am I even getting these tweets on this? It was weird. And what I noticed is I was doing some research on this last year. When Twitter gets a massive amount of searches on specific topics, doesn't matter. Like, people might be like, oh, the most searched topic right now is freaking crypto. A lot of people might be searching for crypto, but there's only, Semi says, see, I get those all the time. The one thing that I noticed during my research is, even though like crypto could be a hot topic and it could be one of the most searched things out there, it's very limited to what is being searched when it comes to crypto, because a lot of people, and I was listening to a podcast this morning about it, people don't know like Solana. They're just finding out what Solana is. People don't know what Cosmos is. They're just finding out what they're just like. They're like, what is this? Is this Bitcoin? That's the first thing they say. Is this Bitcoin? So now here's the thing. When it comes to, and this is some sensitive stuff here. When it comes to like sex, for example, it is one of the most searched terms year after year after year. People like to pay for advertisements so that stuff is out there. So when you get those random tweets or those random ads, it's because during that time that you're currently on Twitter, like reading people's tweets or you're posting a picture or whatever, during that time, something will pop up. So the only way to fix that so you don't get that is you go into your settings and you hide sensitive, and you could choose all the different categories of what you don't want to see.
Speaking about settings, I was just browsing to see what articles are coming out this morning, and these marketing people are on point. There's articles already on how to delete and deactivate your Twitter. They're like, oh, Elon Musk is buying it? Well, let me tell you how to delete it.
Wow. That's nuts.
Also, talking about crypto, not financial advice, but I think Bitcoin under 40,000 is a buy. I'm just saying, I think it is. Okay, hold on.
I made some money on Bitcoin.
This needs to be said. I don't know if I need to say it, but I think more people need to say this. So there was a big Bitcoin conference that was put on by Cash App that happened in, I think, Florida or Vegas last week.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most sentences that is going to be precedented going into the new era with crypto is going to be one by Kathy Woods, who was sitting next to Michael Taylor, one of those. But Kathy Woods, if you guys don't know, is a big investor, owns a company called ARK Investing, and a lot of people follow what she does and what she invests in. And she said that they have given Bitcoin, are you ready for this number? 2030 is the projected year that it's going to hit this price. I'll give you 3 guesses on what they're projecting Bitcoin's going to hit by 2030.
I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. Right now it's sitting at 40. 2030, you said?
2030.
There's a lot of stuff that's about to happen that I've been looking at. I know gas prices is about to tank pretty soon. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of like adjustments that's happening. So I think what will happen by 2030, you're talking about 8 years from now, 7.5 years ish. I could see that being maybe like 500,000, maybe 500,000 a coin.
So they said, by their calculations, and the way they came up with this calculations was saying that, you know, with commodity classes and how companies usually work, they expect that the average corporation will have 2 to 2.5% of Bitcoin first crypto in their portfolio. So according to that calculation, they're saying that they're projecting Bitcoin will hit $1 million a coin by 2030.
Fuck. By now.
So I'm like, yo, they're going to tank this shit. They're going to make it worth less than $40,000. They're going to shake out all the people that need money during a recession, right? What are we dealing with right now? Inflation numbers are coming out. Today, the Bank of Canada, probably even the United States too, but they just slammed the other banks and raised by 0.5%. Prime was raised by 0.5%. What does that mean? Wow. Mortgages on average in Canada, your monthly mortgage goes up by $200 to $300 a month. $200 to $300 a month when people are struggling to pay for their bills already. Gas is up. Everything is up. So what do people have to do? The average person is living paycheck to paycheck and needs to sell all of their investments to pay for their bills. What does that lead the way for people with money to do? Scoop up riskier investments according to retail investors in order to get it at a great price. And you hold a $40,000 investment for 7 years and it's worth $1 million. It's worth $1 million. Like realistically, let's think about this. If they think that Bitcoin is going to be worth $1 million a coin by 2030, then what the hell is it going to be worth in 2040 when supply runs out. Because we're still going to be mining Bitcoin after 2030.
I know they're slowing it down, like it's becoming harder and harder to mine Bitcoin.
Yes.
When are they predicting that Bitcoin will be done being mined?
I think it's somewhere around 2045. But this is what I'm saying. Like, they're shaking us out right now so that we have to sell our investments so they can buy it for dirt cheap.
That will be insane if Bitcoin does hit that. I don't see it. If Bitcoin's still being mined, yeah, I'm gonna have to do like some serious, massive research on that, because it's like, I know we go through all these little resets. This is like our second big reset that we've gone through now. The first one, I remember Bitcoin was right about 20K, and then it dipped all the way down to like what, $900, and everybody lost their damn mind saying like, oh my gosh, this ain't going back. Ethereum, I don't even think Ethereum was at $1,000, and then it dipped pretty freaking low. So I don't know. I think with this, let's see, the last reset we had, the big reset when it dipped was what, 2018, 17? 2017, and then it exploded in 2020, and it's just been kind of like slowly climbing the last couple years, and then it kind of like dipped pretty bad, like when it almost hit 70K, I think, from what I remember back in November last year.
Yeah.
So
Here.
Oh man.
See if you can hear the audio if I share this. Let me know if you can hear the audio.
No.
Nothing at all, eh?
No.
That $1 million from $40,000.
Yes.
I don't think people believe me when
Last week, ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood predicted that we could see Bitcoin cross the $1 million threshold between 2026 and 2030. Bold call. Our very own Yahoo Finance's Julie Hyman sat down with the CEO of ARK Invest to discuss the future of Bitcoin. Take a listen.
it's somewhere between 2026 and 2030 is where we think that $1 million from $40,000. I don't think people believe me when I said it on stage last week at Bitcoin 2022, but I meant it. And many people think, okay, so you're assuming that institutional investors become huge holders of Bitcoin.
No.
No, we're not. We're assuming, though, that they will move in gradually, and by the time we hit $1 million plus, they will have a 2.5% exposure to Bitcoin.
How is she with her predictions?
Honestly, Cathie Woods is probably one of the most solid people out there that people follow right now. Like, people sit there and they wait to see what she invested and they jump into. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm down.
$1 million seems like so far-fetched right now.
Yeah, but you have to understand, Bitcoin at $40,000 seemed far-fetched when it was worth 25 cents.
Yeah, but you're talking about how long ago?
What, 10 years ago? What was Bitcoin 10 years ago?
Here, let me pull it up. I'm already here. I'm
All right, go. What is Bitcoin 10 years ago?
Let's see. All time in 2000 and Bitcoin did. I don't think Bitcoin started 10 years ago. 2013, it was $117.
It was around 10 years ago.
This coin market cap is showing all the way until
Price in 2012. Okay,
2013, May of 2013. I'm pulling up $112.
Okay, look, I got a chart that says 2010 it was worth 9 cents. 2011 it was worth 30 cents. 2012 it was worth $5.12. So if I do $40,000 divided by $5.27, it's done a 7,590% increase since the last 10 years.
Well, you kind of have to take out. You kind of have to take out like the first 5 years though, because nobody was talking about Bitcoin.
But in retrospect, nobody's like, not enough people are talking about it yet.
I would say I would look more at 2017 to now, when people began to talk about Bitcoin. What's up, Cyclone? He's just trying to sneak a live show while I'm sleeping, huh?
Okay, fine. So it was $1,000 in 2017. It did a 40x. A 40x in the last 5 years. Is this you want to do this dance?
From 2000,
In 17,
yeah, in 2017,
it was worth $1,000, so it did a 40x because it's worth $40,000. That was 5 years. So we're saying in the next 7 to 8 years, would it do another 40x?
I don't think so.
That's 1.6 million.
There's too much awareness. I think there's too much awareness. I think that's a very aggressive.
Look,
Okay, do the math on this. When it was 25 cents all the way to $1,000, how many X's was that?
$1,000.
From 25 cents. Cyclone, we've been going for 2 hours already.
4,000.
4,000x?
Yeah.
Okay, 4,000x with no awareness of anything. So from 2017 to now, we're talking about 40x. You see how much it's shrunk? I don't think it's gonna go. Like if it went 4,000 to 40, what is that? Like how much loss is that?
4,000 to 40?
Yeah,
100? 10? 100? 100? 100.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's exponential.
Yeah. So do that number 40 minus another 100%. What 4% increase?
What?
I'm just looking at it as if it went from 4,000% for the first 5 years and then 40%, 40x
100 times.
in the last 5 years, maybe it's going to go, instead of a 40x, maybe it might be a 4x.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What is a 4x from 40,000?
Well, that's 4 times 4. You get 160,000.
Okay. So in the next 8 years, and that's kind of hard to predict too, in the next 5 years, because she said 2026 is the earliest.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of her initial thing where it says 2026 to 2030, I would say in 2026, I don't see a million. I could see like 100-some thousand for sure, just based on what art's been doing.
You know, but I just think that there's so much money left out there right now. Like we're looking at, Bitcoin with less than a $2 trillion market cap, but then we have $200 trillion that are sitting in gold and bonds that do absolutely F all. That even if you had 10 to 20 to 25, 30% of what's sitting out there in the gold and the bond market come over to Bitcoin, you're going to see a crazy influx of what it's actually worth.
Yep.
Right? If something goes from a $2 trillion market cap all the way up to a $20 trillion market cap, that's a 10x. Without even batting an eye, people wouldn't even notice the money missing from gold or from the bonds. Bonds pay you 1%. The hell are you going to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
And this is how they pay for inflation?
So this is what I'm trying to say, what Cyclone just said. The initial hype train that brought us where we're at right now passed. without some sort of hype machine injection, there's no way it does another 40x in the next 5 years. And it's not even 5 years we're talking about. We're talking about 5 or 10 years.
Right.
We're talking about 5 to 8 years.
But from 40,000 to a million, it's only a 25x. I'm not talking another 40x. I'm talking 25.
So it's 25x from 40 to a million.
Right.
I don't see that. I can see that in 20 years.
Yeah, I've been saying that, just like you said earlier, 500,000 is realistic. I'm not saying that this is for sure going to happen. I'm saying 500,000 is sure realistic, but I don't think that it's unreasonable to think that cryptocurrency can hit $1 million a coin.
Right.
Yeah.
What would be the big I know right now, you know, I'm trying to find ways of justifying this. Like how would this happen? Like what, like there's got to be a why. Like like when this whole thing started with Bitcoin, you know, it was like, oh look, there's this new digital cryptocurrency, not credit cards and not cash on hand, but this still has value and you could use it like cash on hand. And when it first came out, people were just like, what is this? And it started to, you know, people started to buy. It went from 25 cents to what I say, $100 within the first, 2 years, 3 years? Within the first 3 to 4 years, it went from a quarter to $100. And it's just like, okay, cool. There's some people that are looking at this thing, the really, really, really early people, and we're just like, what is this? But it did go from $100, and it took them a minute, from 2013 all the way to the very beginning of 2017 to $1,000. And in 2017, we went from $1,000 all the way up to freaking almost 20 grand. In December 2015, 19,497. That's when people started to realize, like, oh shoot, this is an actual thing. And there was that first hype of people that were wanting to buy in. That was real FOMO right there, man. When people were like, dude, I want in on this thing. You know what I mean? And if you look at that time, you started to see some commercials about Bitcoin. Like people, like YouTubers were popping up all of a sudden about Bitcoin. Now, what's been happening since then? It's kind of been like, okay, some people are trying to see how to adopt Bitcoin. People are trying to see how it could be used in real life. Other types of cryptocurrencies started to stake and solidify their platforms. You know, we had a whole bunch of them back then that don't exist no more. Now we have a whole bunch that are going to be here for a while. In 2020, the biggest thing that I noticed, and you and me have been talking about this thing for the last couple of years, like, oh look, El Salvador is now using that as real money that you can buy stuff. We've seen Arena's Stable Center change the name to crypto.com. We're seeing other places that are now accepting, like freaking Elon Musk talking about, like, oh yeah, you could buy a Tesla with freaking Dogecoin.
Have you seen Satoshi Island?
Nope. That's a real island?
Yeah, go on YouTube and share it. Like, share your screen. Go type in Satoshi Island.
Island in Vanuatu? Where the hell's Vanuatu?
It'll tell you, but play the video.
Lataru. I just welcome to Satoshi. I just Googled it and there's a SatoshiIsland.com. So here, let me share my screen. Shoot, where'd my screen go? Where'd all my screens go? All my screens just kind of went away. Okay, here we go. Grab this, drop it here. Okay, so share my screen. So here is Lataru, Vanuatu. Vanuatu. Yeah, that's how you say it. Where the hell is this little thing? Oh, so the bigger island is called Vanuatu. What is this, the Philippines? Oh, Fiji. Hey, I've been to Fiji. I've been to Fiji. So New Zealand's got to be right here somewhere. Solomon Islands. Okay. Ah, okay. So here's New Zealand. Here's Australia. Here's the Solomon Islands. Down here at the bottom, there's New Zealand right there. Okay, so it's off of Fiji. Looks like they bought a small little area. Oh my god.
I think it's all of Vanuatu or whatever. I think it's the big island. I'm not sure though. But the whole island is going to run strictly off crypto. This is it.
Satoshi Island. Now, this is just their website.
You buy
This
these
is-
plots of land and you build on it.
No, this is not the whole island. It's that little tiny
Is that a little
speck.
piece? Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, as I was zooming out, it was showing part of the. Whoops. Look at that.
Their
Dude,
homes are going to be built using a modular style that are going to be self-sustainable. Does it show their homes there? Yeah, your plot of land is also an NFT.
Dedicated to the crypto community. See, it's the little tiny island right here,
Oh, okay.
off of the big one. The real life private island dedicated to the crypto community. Own a real piece of the island, turn into crypto into a physical asset with Satoshi Island.
Right.
Let's see this little commercial. 7 NFT land collections. Entertainment Zone, East Cliff, Bitcoin Central, Entertainment Zone, North Cliff. And they have blocks. They have like actual like full-on blocks that you can buy. Each block is divided into 10 NFTs. So what do? You buy these NFTs and then you own that block in real life?
Yes.
And then what do you do with it? Do they do anything with it, or do you have to do something with it?
You develop the land together with the development team there, and then you live there.
NFT governance, vote to lease, sell, or enjoy it for yourself. I would invest in this. I wonder how much one NFT is going to be. Probably like 100.
140K.
Yeah.
But I mean, you also get land. You get real land.
Build a home and live on the island. Ocean.
Okay, now show us the homes.
Or visit for work, events, and holidays. Oh, it looks like little pods. What's up, Rob? Rob says, great to see you guys. Normally watching the recordings. Greetings from South Africa. Good to have you, Rob.
Thanks for coming out.
You can build restaurants, build apartments. Look at that, dude. Yeah, you'd have to have money, bro. Like you'd have to have some real money to get in on this.
Not money, Bitcoin. They want Bitcoin. They
No,
want Satoshis.
same thing. Same shit. It's money. That's nuts, dude. So here, let me see. Timeline. What is their timeline?
Whoa.
So Q1 2022, Satoshi Island Citizenship NFT airdrop. The first Satoshi Island NFTs are being released by free airdrop to early supporters. Southwing Land Mint. So they're
It's
minting
happening
it
this
already
year,
here.
bro. It's this year.
This is Q2. Q2 also has these the NFT marketplace, Satoshi Island module, manufacturing phase 1, physical island development. So there's people out there working already. And then these are the homes that they're looking at building. Looks like see-through homes. Module prices range from 600K
No. 600?
or 60K, sorry.
So 200,000 you can get the land and a house. and an NFT.
That's nuts. Delivered within 4 to 6 months. You know what? I would. Okay, so how much? How much you said it was? 200.
Well, I think it's around 140 for the block, and then at least 60K for the modular home.
I would pull out a loan to get this.
Like 250K maybe, let's say.
Look, see,
If
they're already
you want to
built.
stack them, then you got to add another 60K. No.
Yeah. I would pull out a loan to do this. Public opening next year, Q1.
Oh, so this is like, you know, those pre-development sales.
Yeah. I would pull out a loan for this because this will be huge. Timeline.
Yeah, that's
Already
timeline we
we
just
already
went
saw
over.
timeline. People. Let's see the people. So James Law, Island Development Team, Dennis, Taras, Benjamin. All right, so yeah, they got a PR. You can get a citizenship.
Your citizenship is probably your NFT. You're like, give me that 140K for your citizenship.
Probably you get a little stamp there. This is nuts, dude.
It's pretty cool, no? I thought it was cool.
Only 21,000 Satoshi Island citizenship NFTs will ever be created. Only 21,000, bro. So there's a couple of these: an honor, an opportunity. So how to become a citizen? Damn it!
You're gonna have to contact them, bro.
Like, hey, I want to be a citizen. They're probably gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna cost you about 1.3 million.
Million sats.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1.3 million sats.
Build or own your home. What's up, Digital Slang? Digital Slang says hello. We're talking about Satoshi Island. Convert NFTs to NFPTs. Only those with citizen NFTs are able to convert land NFTs into NFPTs. Well, what the hell is an NFPT? Apply for your free citizenship. It says it's free.
Oh my god! Oh, I gotta show you this.
Be active on OpenSea. So is it be active engaging with crypto Twitter, be active on OpenSea, have a valid ETH address. Okay, I got it. Check. Claim your citizenship NFT.
Yeah, check this out.
You got to pay your own gas fees. You got gas? I got gas. I always have gas.
This is navigating inside of the the metaverse. You can see all the houses and shit.
That's crazy.
It's funny how they did that. Looks silly. Just running along. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
This is something I would definitely invest in. That's a gimme. What's up, good Dino? You guys play Oculus yet? I have. Still waiting for this guy.
I don't even remember the last time I charged mine.
He was so adamant, like, dude, you gotta get one, you gotta get one, you gotta get one, you gotta get
Yeah.
one. And then I get one and he disappeared.
Well, yeah, you got to get it because you got to experience it. I already experienced it. I'm good.
I'm good. Thanks for not playing with me, damn it. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. That looks very, very interesting.
But like, not a lot of people are talking about that yet, too. Like, they only have 200 subscribers on their YouTube channel.
What about Twitter? How many followers you got?
I don't know. I haven't pulled them up on Twitter.
If it's only 21,000 that they're minting and giving out free, that's like, and if all it is just you got to pay for gas fees, which whatever it's going to be, you know, a couple $100 maybe, I'd buy that because they're only giving it away to very, very, very limited amount. Imagine how much that's going to be worth later. A lot. That's going to be a lot. It's just, that's nuts, man. That is nuts. Oh, man. Shoot, it's already been an hour.
Yes, it has been.
Okay, where are y'all going to buy? Satoshi Island or Musk Mars Colony? What would you buy? I think I would go with Satoshi Island.
Yeah, I think that the Mars colony is going to be dope, but it's not going to be dope in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I'm getting to the point now where I'm seriously thinking about retirement, and I think that it'd be nice to retire off the coast of Australia versus going to a planet that needs to be civilized and weather adjusted and treated. Like, who knows? How are you going to survive? There's no oxygen. Is there oxygen?
In
What
Mars,
hap-
no.
Yeah, there's no oxygen. So what
I'm like,
happens?
wait, was that a real question?
Dude, do I need to be worrying about where my next breath is going to be coming from and when I retire? Nah. Let them figure that shit out. The next generation can go move to Mars. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna retire on Satoshi Island.
Yeah. See, that'll be cool. Freaking Satoshi Island. It's a physical thing that you can actually go to, and
Yeah, I'll be laying there on the beach in a lawn chair with my Oculus Quest on my head, and I'll be running around the island stealing steak from people's barbecues and shit.
hide your steak. Hide your wings, everybody.
It's not my fault, Joe. That's how I was trained.
That's how I was trained.
Listen,
You make it sound like you were locked in a box and they just threw you wings to eat.
okay, this is a real life next level story. I was one of the only colored kids in the whole block, and I lived in a place with a lot of Italians and, like, you know, people that were not of my color. And I could smell them barbecuing, and I was on my bike all the time. And I would show up in my regular spots when they were barbecuing, and they would have a piece of meat on the side of the barbecue for me because they would know I was on the street. So they used to feed me. So I would ride around and I would collect steak.
They're like, here comes that kid again.
Gotta feed him, the brown kid, you know? Gotta help out.
Gotta feed that kid again. Here he comes. They're all throwing a steak
I
at
felt
you.
kind of bad because, like, I seen, like, over the years, some of them would pass away, and I'm like, yo, I should go to his funeral. Like, his family don't know me. He used to just feed me off his grill.
You're like, he was a good man. He had
He
some
was a
good
good
ribs.
man, yo. He's a good man. One day I'm gonna be that guy. Barbecuing, handing out random steaks to the kids, but there's nobody's gonna be outside. I'm getting angry now.
Somebody throw a steak, damn it.
I'm getting angry now. Nobody's gonna be outside.
Oh man.
Nobody's gonna want to take food from you. You're gonna try to hand somebody a steak. Everyone's gonna be like, "You got COVID."
Make me want
Now it's got what, the new variant, what, XE? It's getting like phone syllables now. You see this?
gonna give it to you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's gonna give it to you. Hold on. New.
X gonna give it to you.
Oh, you're stupid.
Rough Riders.
You're stupid. You're stupid. What is the name of it?
Man. Hey, you started it.
What is the? Oh my god! What is the name of it?
X. DMX.
Oh my god!
Oh man.
XE. It's called XE. It's literally it's a phone model.
X gonna give it to you. They should use airport codes like YYZ.
Why isn't that Toronto? Are you trying to say this shit came from Toronto?
Probably.
No. What is YYZ?
Yeah, the next variant, XE plus.
That's Toronto Pearson Airport. YYZ. Oh, that's why I thought it was you said that as Buzz. No wonder he said
man.
that.
No, Buzz said that. I didn't say. I don't
Yeah.
know what those codes are. Oh man, making my cheeks hurt too much laughing. X gonna give it to you. Oh shoot.
And the problem is they took away all these mandates. I don't care if you're for them or against them, but everyone's like, oh, it's just a cold now. Oh, I tested positive. It's just a cold. I'm going to host Easter dinner. Oh, come over. I just have a cold, even though I tested positive. No. Stop. Don't.
Eventually, everyone's gonna have to get it.
Yeah, but which, like, it's going to be like a passport where you stamp off which ones you've got now.
It's like Pokemon.
It's ridiculous.
Pokemon. I read a meme of some dude that was sitting in the park crying, and he says, I can't get a girlfriend. He's like, shoot. He's like, COVID don't even want me. I haven't even gotten that either.
I seen that shit.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, dude, that was good. As far as I know, I haven't gotten it. I haven't been confirmed that I've gotten it. Oh man, that's funny, bro.
I've had some pretty shitty days where I think I've might have had it, but I just locked myself up and I dealt with it like an adult, yo. Deal with that COVID like an adult.
So you were crying, complaining.
Yeah, it was terrible, bro. It was fucking terrible.
You're like, help me, please. Oh man. I remember the first Easter I was invited to, Easter gathering. I said, hell no. Yeah, too funny, man. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's trying to force the normal, and it's slowly happening. When I was out in Florida last week, there was almost no masks anywhere. When I was in Gulf Shores, no masks anywhere. I still took mine around just in case if I got too close to people, just in case, because you don't know people. And last time I checked, when I used to go to the gym all the time before COVID, freaking dude, it was like you're using a machine, you're watching somebody else use a machine, then they get off and they're just sweating all over it. They don't clean it up. And I'm over here like, ugh, like I'm gonna use that one next. Here I come with my spray, like, it's nuts. Red Lantern says, can you share a link? Just search it, Satoshi Island. That's it. Satoshi Island. Google it, and it'll be the first one that pops up. It's like Satoshi-island.com, something like that.
Yo, apparently there's statistics that are coming out saying that there's more baby strollers in Las Vegas than ever before on the strip.
The hell?
Since you're across the border on those sides, what's going down?
I have no idea.
So apparently if they're saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, they got to bring that baby back?
I guess. I guess. Unless you go to Alabama and feed it to an alligator.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's nuts, dude. So we are towards the end of the show. Cyclone already missed like half of it, so you got to rewatch it. Satoshi. I don't know how to spell it.
I don't think you're helping him. I don't think you're helping him.
Oh, Satoshi.
I don't think you're helping him.
Just try it. See what comes up. Satoshi. Try spelling it. Actually, that'd be kind of funny. Spell Satoshi in the comments. Let's help out Red Lantern here. Let's get everybody's variant of Satoshi.
Variant?
Yeah.
Don't know.
But appreciate you guys for stopping by and hanging out with our craziness. But stay tuned in the next episode. We got actually a crypto episode coming this weekend. So for you audio people, it's going to be on Friday, April 15th. For video, it's going to be on April 16th. Yeah, and then stay tuned because you never know who's going to come here with us and talk to us.
What the hell's going on with my hair?
It's Oshi. But yeah, next level, what do you got to say before we get the hell out of here?
Know what I say, guys? Thank you guys for coming out to the earlier show. What is wrong with my hair? Holy shit. Jeez. Anyways, if you are looking to help us out in any way, make sure that you leave a comment or a review wherever you're listening to us so that other people like yourself can find the content that you enjoy. Make sure that you do come out every Thursday, usually around 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometimes a little bit earlier, so you got to have that notification bell turned on if you want to catch us. We also do have the BS Clips channel, which gives you bite-sized pieces of content you may have missed. You never know where the conversation is going to go. You never know who we're going to have on. So make sure that you have those notifications turned on, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.